This is Oliver Slope with Blue Line Futures from the floor of the CME here in Chicago with your livestock roundup. I wish I had better news to bring to you, but it was a ugly day, or it is still an ugly day here in the cattle markets. We're bleeding a little bit lower. I think a lot of this is probably some squaring up and some jockeying back and forth from the funds to shake out the week longs going into tomorrow's cattle on feed report, which a lot of market participants are very much looking forward to. That should give us a good picture going into next week and for the remainder of the month. Now, I think there's value here. We tested against 106 several times previously in the week, weren't able to get that breakout, so we're seeing some retreating off of that. If we're able to get a bullish cattle on feed report and cash stabilizes, which we've seen 121 to 122 this week, hopefully that can give us that breakout above 106. If we're able to get a close above 106, I think that opens the door for funds maybe to step back in a little bit heavier on the buy side and press this market towards 109 and close that gap with the cash and the futures. Now, as far as the feeder cattle are concerned, the same type of thing, 143 to 144, significant resistance though. We're talking about the 50, 100, and 200-day moving average, as well as the 50% retracement from the November highs to the April lows. I think the market might find this to be too difficult to break out above, so you want to be very cautious if we do trade up there. If you want to be long, it's probably where you want to take some profits off of the table. Now, wrapping things up with the lean hog market, seasonal strength has been a factor over the past several weeks, really since the start of the month, coming off that low very nicely, but running out of steam. But again, the trend is your friend until the end when it bends. We've been making higher highs and higher lows to start the month, and I think we could potentially see that continue going forward. 77, key support. A break and close below that neutralizes the chart. So that's what we're looking at to wrap up the week. That's what you should be looking at too. It's been Oliver Slope with Blue Line Futures from the floor of the CME.